pretty sure there is a goddamn camera in here somewhere. I just want to say that. I know there's a fucking camera in here somewhere, you fucking assholes. So here's the situation. I'm in a fucked up situation. So, with a gang stalker, who I know is a gang stalker. The guy I'm renting this land from is a gang stalker. And this is my RV right there. As you can see, it's my baby Big Bertha. And you know, I need to get a new battery for this stupid RV so it can possibly be running. I don't know. And I don't know. Me and the guy were talking. I was supposed to have a mechanic look at it, and all of a sudden the guy kind of like, you know, thanks. Can you fucking hook a nigga up? And this is the guy's place that I'm renting from. And when you're renting from somebody and they kind of give you this awkward situation, it's like, it's just awkward, you know? You have to, you know, you told the nigga no, he's gonna be really kind of like a little bit weird. But it's not about that. No wonder the guy's a gang stalker. First thing first, like, I was just thinking to myself, well, maybe the battery is possibly dead. So what I'm gonna do is just buy 2 new batteries and go to fucking Walmart and buy them. And when I get to the guy's house, the guy's like, well, I put the batteries on the charger and they didn't charge. They're completely dead. You just gotta get some new batteries. And, you know, I'm just like, okay, that sounds cool. He's like, but you gotta get certain kind of batteries because you can't just go to Walmart and get some cheap batteries for it. But like, of all the places that you could have thought for me to go to get an RV battery, you had to say the one place that I actually was thinking about it. And it was one place, it was not many places, it was just Walmart, you know. Then, you know, the guy is walking around with his fucking pants down and his ass showing. Like, bro, you're not a goddamn thug, my nigga. Like the whole ass showing thing is to make fun of my fucking child for being molested. And this is like, it's awkward because like, the guy said, you know, hey, you help me out, I'll scratch your back, I'll scratch your back. He scratched my back, I'll scratch your back. So I'm like, okay, cool, but it's like, number one, you're a fucking gang stalker, you know? You can't even fucking mask that you're a goddamn gang stalker. You have to show me. Then you're making fun of my kid for being molested. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is like torture. Like, you know what I mean? It's like absolute fucking torture. But like, whatever. But it's just, you know, sometimes you get a fuck. Like, I haven't had sex in like a while. If you get a fuck, at least maybe you might be able to enjoy it. But it's like, you're a gang stalker. And not only are you a gang stalker, because I already kind of knew that from the jump, but you're also making fun of my kids for being molested. It's like, it's just a really awkward situation. And it's like, I don't know, like, I'm just sitting here waiting for this guy to come back. And I'm just like, you know, maybe we should just not do that. Like, maybe we should just run. Oh my god. But my RV's here, you know? My RV's here. The awkwardness when I come. Then the guy's gonna all of a sudden be having some weird shit. You know, I kind of knew it. Like, you know? I knew that this was the guy's Steve. But this is how these people work, you know? They put you in really fucked up situations. The RV, it had to be free, you know? It can't be drivable. Because we need to put her in a situation where she needs us. Because that's what they do. We're gonna, you know, I wrote this guy on fucking OfferUp, and I'm like, hey, you know, can I rent your place? But listen, I'm gonna have a mechanic come work on it because it doesn't run. And all of a sudden, this guy texts me. He's like, oh, hey, this guy sent me your number because he says that you need, you know, a place to rent. So I'm like, okay, cool. The guy's like, listen, if you're gonna have somebody working in there, then I'll have to charge you a little bit extra. Okay, cool, it's not a problem. But now it's like, the other guy was charging $175 for the month. You're charging $150 because I'm gonna be fixing my shit. And you're charging $250 because I'm gonna be fixing my shit. And then on top of that, like, you know what I mean? You're a gang stalker, and you want some pussy or a man or whatever the fuck this guy wants. It's just like it's too much. It is too much, you know, like. You know, I just always thought, you know, I've been celibate for 1 year. And I always thought that the next time I had sex, it would be something that I enjoy. But, like, literally, it's gonna be the most torturesome fucking thing that I may ever have to fucking experience. So, what's tea? Obviously, I made it out of that situation alive. And I didn't get raped and murdered. Obviously, I gave it up. So here's the team. Get this free RV. I need a place to park it. I look online and I find a guy who has a reasonable rate. For some reason, the guy, instead of saying, hey, I can't rent to you, I'm gonna, you know, give someone else your number. A random number just calls me and I'm like, hey, who's this? And he's like, hey, this guy who you're supposed to be renting the place from, he gave me your number and he said that you wanted to rent the place. He didn't have the place. But, you know, this is how I'm gonna charge, how much I'm gonna charge. And if you're gonna be bringing somebody to fix your shit, your RV, I'll charge you a little extra. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, that's cool, you know, I don't mind, because, you know, one thing that I try to pride myself on is always paying for services, because, like, for some reason, I keep meeting these fucking janky mechanics that want more than what you can give them, and I, like, knew from the jump, like, you know, as soon as we met, the guy's eyes was, like, everywhere. Then we're in the RV, and the guy's literally, like, breathing, like, my fucking neck air. I'm like, bro, you know? So I go there today, and I'm just like, you know, supposed to be meeting the mechanic. The guy says, listen, your batteries are completely dead. So, like, you know, you gotta get new batteries. So I'm like, okay, that's cool, whatever. And he's like, listen, you know, we're I don't know how this even happened, but me and the guy start talking, you know, and, you know, shooting the shit, they say. Me and the guy start shooting the shit. And, first thing first, he's showing his little gang stalker symbols. Like, the situation would maybe not have been as bad because, like, you know, ignorance is bliss, they say. So if I'm just like in a situation like this, it's like, and I'm just thinking he's a normal person, okay, maybe, but like, I know that you're the fucking ops, my nigga. Like, I'm already renting the place from you, and you're the ops. You feel me? So, you know, we were shooting the shit. I know you're the fucking ops, but whatever. You know, I'm just gonna talk. And, you know, the guy started telling me, like, you know, the guy's wife is obviously, she has a wife. The guy's wife is disabled, and, you know, they haven't had sex in 5 years. And I said, well, why don't you just have an open relationship? Because, like, obviously you have your needs, so just let her know. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, you know, we talked about it, and she's okay with this. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So, you know, we just was, you know, we're talking, and I said, well, listen, I gotta go. And then, like, I'm, like, driving down the street, and the guy's like, hey, can you turn around? Like, you know, we could probably, like, do something or whatever. And I'll, you know, have a deal with you. And I'll buy, like, I guess, the batteries for the, RV. Which, by the way, this is how I could tell the guy was a gang stalker. Because, like, you know what I mean? Like I said, the whole Walmart comment was just, like, you know. And, like, it's just like, I don't know, sex is meant to kind of like be enjoyed in a way, you know, like there's an energy, like this time I felt something that I never felt before, and it was an energy that was missing, you know, because before I always, you know, I was a hooker before, even last year I was a hooker. Yeah, I'm very good at turning tricks, you know, and something to be bragging about, but you know what I mean? I'm a hustler. I'm not going to be out here starving. You know, I'm going to do what I got to do. And
when now with Trick, you kind of have like this mindset, like I need to go out there and get the money. And even when you have a sex, you kind of like have to enjoy it in some way because it's your job. Everybody has a job, and you have to kind of like tell yourself some lies in order to enjoy your job. And it's like, this time, like, I didn't have vaginal sex with him. It was just like oral sex, and the guy didn't even come, by the way. But like, it just like it was missing this element, in a situation like that, like you kind of like, you know what I mean. I haven't even had sex in like next month, June will make it 1 year. I have not had sex. You understand? And it's like just to be able to put a guy's dick in my mouth, that should have been like getting me like off just by that. But it's like even right now, my pussy is so dry that even my ovaries is hurting. Like I can't even fucking exaggerate this to you because it's like it's almost like you feel like you're being raped in a way because like it's like you're being cornered in a fucked up situation. Like, okay, yeah, we'll give you a free RV, but you know what? It's not gonna run. And then it's not like the guy who I asked to rent the yard from ever said, listen, I'm not gonna be able to rent to you. I'm gonna give a guy your number and he's gonna call you. The guy just called me and I still don't even know really. I mean, the guy, you know what I mean? For all I know, the guy probably never even got my number from that guy. He probably got it from these fucking gang stalkers and just fucking was like, listen, hey, this guy gave me your number. You're like, I don't know, And I haven't had sex for 1 year. So when you finally have sex, it's with a gang stalker. The whole time he's giving you like clear cut signals. The little cigarette, having his fucking pants down, like, bro, showing his ass, like, just to make fun of my son for being molested. Like that was probably the part that just like that really did it for me. Like even now, like my stomach kept hurting, even till right now as I'm recording this video. Like my stomach literally just hurts because like I could never like. It's like I'll never be able to enjoy it. Like, you know what I mean? What kind of person are you? This is literally a game. It's a Matrix. It's a game. It's a race. You're gonna play to win. Every fucking move on the board is it's a very particular move. You can't just make any moves. Every move has to be well thought out. And I definitely didn't want to do anything for the guy. The guy's all talking loud so the neighbors can hear. Obviously, all the neighbors all around are gang stalkers too. And the way these people work is a voyeuristic network. And we had to have sex or fucking oral sex in this van that he built for his wife, which I'm 100% sure this nigga had cameras in there somewhere. And wherever the camera was, these fucking crazy ass gang stalkers in their goddamn voyeuristic network is watching me suck this fucking man's dick. And then the man didn't even finish. The man is like, they have to give me the fucking guy with the fucking erectile dysfunction to barely keep his fucking dick on fucking hard and didn't even come. It was like, it's like you could kind of like tell that I was not into it, but I'm like trying my hardest to just pretend, but you can't pretend in a situation. Like sex is sex. Like sex is something that is so personal. And I never knew how much energy comes from sex. You have to give. It's a give energy. But I didn't have the energy to give, Yeah, it was just like a task. Like, let's just get this over with. Like, like. It just was something that I never felt before. When I say never, never ever. It's very hard to put my finger on what, or maybe, like I said, maybe it's because of the whole kid thing, knowing this guy's a gang stalker, knowing that I'm in a bad situation, and, it's like, one of those situations where you're in a really fucked up spot, and you kind of really need someone to just be a good person, but there is no good people. Like, these people are so evil that they take advantage of every fucking little aspect of everything, you're the one who put me in this situation. You're the one who knew that my ex-husband was molesting my child. You're the one who chose to make the judge turn the other eye and the police officer lie and to fucking put me in a mental asylum and to have DCF fucking lie, and then you fucking walk around making fun of my child all the fucking day, every day. And I just need to park my fucking RV in somebody's yard so I can get my shit fixed. And the guy that happened to be there happens to be a gang stalker, that's fine. But now the guy gotta ask for pussy. And you're thinking, well, why don't you just deny him? Because your car is fucking parked there. And this man is there overnight. The man could do anything to it and next thing it's not working just so he can make me bleed money. And then when I go over there, it's an awkward fucking, you know what I mean? You gotta kind of like play the game, you know? But it's just like, it's like every day is torture, you know? Everything is torture. Like you can't, there's nothing to enjoy. I don't enjoy going to work because my goddamn boss is a gang stalker, you know? And I can't even, I mean, there's nothing to enjoy at all. The only thing you can enjoy is just like knowing that God is good. You know, the economy is going in a direction where I know that it's karma and God is getting revenge. But it's like, you know, just like little things like this is literally just torture, you know? Where you have like no choice but to do something that you really don't want to do, you know? And then you have to pretend, you know, and like I was so uncomfortable that like even my, like I'm usually a really good liar. I guess I was a hooker. You gotta tell men that your dick is big when it's fucking small. You gotta fucking moan and groan like the sex is the best sex you ever had when the shit is poop. You know? But this time I could not. I just was just like a robot. Just do the task. But there was nothing. There was no, I could not even pretend to enjoy it. I could not even pretend to enjoy it. Like I just was like, you know, even right now, you know, it's torture, you know, it's just like, it's not a regular torture where, you know, your fucking skin is being ripped apart or where you're being beat up every couple of hours or whatever. It's like, it's a torture of your will, you know. This girl was saying that your crown chakra is linked to your will, and the reason why these people gang stalk you is because it's a power trip to be able to take your will. You know, and I have a strong will, a very, very strong will, and they kind of put me in a situation where it's like, we're gonna humiliate you. We're gonna make you fucking go to this guy, and we know you ain't got no money, bitch. We're gonna make you have to suck this fucking man's dick, and you're gonna have to fucking watch him make fun of your son for being molested. You know. Oh, I hate this place. I really do. I mean, I fucking hate this place, but you know, I'm just waiting for hurricane season to come because I'm pretty sure God's gonna remember these people, and I just can't wait for all the things to happen. Because like, when everything happens, just know there's a woman on the side of the road that is gloating, celebrating, happy, fucking twerk dancing that America has fallen. Because all the torture that I've been going through, it doesn't even make sense, you know. And these people are crazy. They must think I have Stockholm syndrome. Do you know that? To like look me in my eye after all this shit, for the guy to say I'm looking for someone to spend the next 10 years with. Number one, you got a goddamn wife. I don't give a fuck how open your marriage is. You got a fucking wife. Number two, you're a goddamn gang stalker. I read the Bible front and back. I never heard of an angel and a demon mixing. Water and oil never mix. You and I could never mix. You understand? This is torture. I fucking hate this place.